Alright, here's the video review for the D-Arts Mega Man. This is actually not the Rockman X Mega Man. This is the Mega Man with Rush from the original series of games. Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 77. I don't know what they're up to now. Actually, I do, but I'm a huge Mega Man fan. So it's kind of a shame that they seem to have just kind of wanted to just crap all over the games and forget they existed. Anyway, I ordered this from the comic shop through previews, thinking that I was going to get the reissue of the D-Arts. This is the D-Arts, the Rockman X version, just to replace it in my collection. And when I showed up at the comic shop, this was sitting in my box, and I took it because why not? I mean, like I hadn't planned on getting it, but I did. And now that I did, I'm glad. I don't have any joint problems. I've heard there's an issue with one of the legs sticking, but I haven't had that issue with mine at all, which is nice. And it's Mega Man. I do enjoy Mega Man. This one also comes with his little buddy Rush here, which even has a ball-jointed tail, which, how about that? He's got some swivels here on each of these hips, hinge and rotate there in the knee, and even a little joint there at the foot. So you can get him in quite a few poses. You can't quite get him into like a Rush sled mode. Unfortunately, he can't quite get flat enough. You can kind of get him in a flat pose, but he doesn't turn into any of his little gadgets. Ball jointed head with the helmet, but a neat little figure to go with Mega Man himself. Some really cool shiny translucent jewel work or whatever here in the joints, shoulders, and the hips there. Mega Man is, again, much like the D-Arts one, they've improved the connection system on a lot of these joints that are swappable, which I really like. On the D-Arts Rockman, or the Rockman X, it was just kind of it was on a hinge, and there was a little post that plugged into the arms, and it made them really not want to stay on very well. And on this one, as you can see with the replacement pieces, it's actually the joint pops out up here, which is much more sturdy, gives it a little extra bit of arrangement, and movement. And works. The legs are pretty much on the same. You got the nice posable foot down here, big foot. Again, that translucent jewelry work on the bottom of the feet, the knees, the legs stay on. I don't know if the legs pop off. I haven't tried. It looks like they may pop off right there at the joint as well, but I'm not going to mess with that really. So yeah, ball jointed head. Again, some neat, the translucent plastic in the ear, as well as in the tip of the cannon as well. It's red, it's hard to see. So yeah, you also get a little metal, which has his little dude that you shot a lot of in the games. And you can pull his helmet off and put it down just to represent before he pops up. He looks like a little ball with feet. He looks like a Nerfle is what he looks like. Man, Nerfles. I'm going to end up buying a whole bunch of those on eBay tonight, and I'm going to feel really bad about it in the morning. But yeah, other little dude for him to shoot at, which is nice. He comes with the beam effect, which can rotate around to represent different patterns of firing that can attach to either arm. Cannon, you do have to pop out the tip and put in this special piece that is hollow to plug this into. I'd show you that, but I literally have my multi-tool out right here because I had to use the pliers to get this out of there. Because if you plug it in, this kind of sinks up into there, and it doesn't plug in. I mean, it plugs into the arm and it will stay there, but this part doesn't plug into the arm solidly enough to be able to pull this out without pulling this out with it. And if you have that all the way in, it's a pain to get just this little piece out of here without a pair of pliers. But you can take this. I'll show you. You can pop the. He comes with two different cannons. One that can attach one for each side of his arm. You can put it on his left arm or his right arm with the power meter on the outside. But let's see if I can get this out of here. I haven't popped this one out. I've only popped it out on the right arm, so this is the first time getting this out. It's always a little hard getting these things apart the first time. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it on this one. But yeah, you pop this out like this, and then this piece pops in. There's a little tab there. You want to make sure to put right there. You go, like that. And then you can plug this in. I'm just going to plug it in just very lightly. Plug it in and make it look like he's shooting. So yeah, and you get the alternate faces. He has actually got his kind of a grimacing face on right now. He comes with his neutral happy face attached, and he also has his angry yelly face as well. And then two different hands. Basically, like you can put this one on the other arm, on the opposite arm of his cannon, and then two fists. He does have two fists. He's got it right on my left arm, so you can have him do this. So we'll pop this off here, and you can you can put this one on. This is kind of his reach over and brace his cannon shot, like you saw in the opening scene. So you can have him in a pose where he's like shooting with one arm and putting his hand on the cannon, like you did a lot in a lot of artwork and stuff in the games. So go ahead and put this fist back on. And like I said, you pop the arm out at the joint here, like that, and you can swap in his normal arm here. There we go. And give him 2 normal arms. You can also give him 2 cannon arms if you would so desire. But yeah. So yeah, a lot of posability, a lot of you're seeing a lot of range of motion in the legs. And if you saw in the beginning, you can even kind of pose him in that backwards where he's kind of leaning back and firing, and so you can kind of lean backwards, and it helps if you have the bullets stuck in there. But he's even got some decent stability in like a backwards leaning pose, which is really nice. Part of it's due to the big feet, but you know, that's just Mega Man. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't expecting to get it. I found it in my box and went ahead and took it anyway, and I'm glad I did, because it really is right up. I almost think this one's better than the Rockman X version, just because it holds together so much better than the way the joints attached on the Rockman X version. Plus, you get Rush, who I always liked, and a little Metool. So Metool, I'm not sure how you say it, Metool, but a little guy there, and some faces. Yeah, but definitely worth picking up if you can find one. Because I really am enjoying it. He's going to go up on my shelf as soon as I get home.